Double Take Sports Talk, 5 good minutes with the Watch Brothers. Coming up on the show, we are going to discuss Jim Irsay. He has concerns about his team. What in particular that he has concerns about, we will discuss that. We'll tell you all of that coming up next. Alright, this is it. Double Take Sports Talk, 5 good minutes with the Watch Brothers. Thank you for tuning in. Of course, I'm Daryl. On the other side of me, on the opposite. Say hello to Daryl Watts, everybody.
Yep, it's me. It is me.
You feeling alright?
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Not too much. Not too much. Just trying to get him in today.
Yep.
Got work to do.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we got Mr. Irsay on the list
Yes, we do.
today.
The Indianapolis Colts owner,
Indianapolis coach
Jim Irsay.
been the owner since his dad passed away.
Yes, it's Robert Irsay in
97.
Yes, thank you. Yes,
So,
1994.
with that being said, are you ready to rock and roll with this one?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, here we go.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, our 5 minutes starts now.
All right, this should be very obvious on what Jim Irsay is concerned about. But those of you who really don't know, let's just take a ride back to last season when Andrew Luck got injured. And the main cause of him getting injured was because he had absolutely no protection from the offensive line. And that is what Jim Irsay is concerned about. The offensive line, and they are showing their woes again. Even though this is the preseason, it's just starting to prove that some things just don't never change. Am I wrong on this one?
That depends.
I mean, I look at this, and then the last game against the Eagles, or whenever they played the Eagles, they sacked Andrew Luck 3 times. But it's a slight bit of improvement. He got sacked 3 times on 22 dropbacks. That's not bad.
It's not.
But at the same time, it seemed like it's just still there that they still can't find a way to connect, to try to find a way to protect Andrew Luck.
Well, for one thing, you have injuries to battle. And then you also have brand new rookies that just came in from college on an NFL level. So now you have to actually sit down and look at how you're going to train these offensive players into professional players, because they wasn't professional, they was only at a collegiate level, and they're all in their rookie years.
Mm-hmm.
There's four offensive linemen that they picked off the draft. Ryan Kelly, Alabama. Texas Tech's LaRaven Clark, North Dakota State's Joe Haig, and Iowa's Austin Blythe, I believe that's how it's pronounced. All of these guys come from good colleges.
Mm-hmm.
They all are pretty big in size for them. Ryan Kelly, 6'4", 313 pounds. LaRaven Clark, he's 6'5", 313 pounds. And then you have Joe Haig, 6'6", 304 pounds. And then you have Austin Blythe, 6'2", 291 pounds. He's actually one of the smaller offensive linemen from all of the ones they actually picked out of the draft. When you think about that, these, like I said, these are guys that just coming straight from the collegiate level. Mm-hmm. So you had to turn these guys into professionals.
Okay, and I agree with that. But before I continue, I also wanted to credit Jared Dubin for when I mentioned the stats that he was sacked 3 times, 22 dropbacks. Yes, he did the article on that, and I just wanted to cite that. That was from CBSSports.com. But I agree exactly what you said about that. But they always went by this. they always had some sort of veteran on each side of the ball. You got Robert Mathis, no defense. You had Reggie Wayne on the offensive side, which mentored young receivers, which Robert Mathis mentored these young defensive lines and linebackers of some sort. Irsay had always kept at least one veteran to at least bring up the younger, the rookies or of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
That's why T.Y. Hilton became good. Dante Moncrief. That's why he became so good. Now, considering that the offensive line is a concern, why not kept a veteran that has been with the coach for a while, that knows the game?
Maybe the veteran didn't want to stay.
I mean, maybe they didn't want to stay. Maybe they did. Or maybe because they wasn't given enough money to do it. Maybe not. I don't know.
No, well, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe. But, it's somehow, some way, if Robert Mathis was able to stay, if Reggie Wayne was able to stay, you knew your role was going to come once you got rid of all your offensive linemen. Once that happened, they're in trouble. And that's what they are now. They're in trouble. I just felt that at least keep at least one for one season. Just for 1 year. That's it. And then they could have been mentored off of that, and maybe they could have been a whole nother ball.
I'm hoping that they're not in trouble. I mean, because as you just obviously read with the stats, it's a lot better than what they went through last year.
No doubt. And
the only person on that team that's pretty well, I would say, on veteran lines, although they're nowhere near veterans, is Anthony Costanzo.
Yeah, that's the only one.
But he's nowhere near it, but he can be
he's
that
the
next guy.
one in line.
He's that next guy to actually show something and show these guys how to play. But evidently, he has not been playing well himself, obviously, either.
No, he has. But he just put up good numbers in the combine.
Right. But, so it's just the matter of... Yeah, I'm with Jim Irsay. I'm concerned about it, too.
Yeah, I am too.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's our 5 minutes.
All right. You can check us out on the social media side and listen to more of our podcasts. You follow us on Twitter at DTSD2414. Like us on Facebook, Double Take Sports Talks page at The Watch Brothers. You subscribe on YouTube and also subscribe to our podcast on the podcast app featuring iTunes. Woo! Excuse me.
Good. Very
Anderson cappuccino.
Yeah.
Woo! All right. Of course, we got the blog featuring critical thinking of analysis. Check that out at doubleTakeSportsTalk.blogspot.com. And I need to get done with that.
Yeah, me too.
Still got a lot of work to do on it. Yeah, it's getting time.
It's getting a lot of work on it. I got a lot of work to do on it.
Mm-hmm. That's it for today's Jim Irsay. I'm Durham. That's Darren.
Yep.
Catch up with us on another one. Ciao.